Hey everyone, how you all doing? Now back in October of 2023 I did a short little 3.5 minute video about skeleton keys and the Barter Recipe down in the Crochet Complex. Now as of time of recording this at the start of March 2024, that video has got over 1200 views thanks to all you fine people out in YouTube land. So it only makes sense to come back, do a deeper dive on skeleton keys, and I'll share everything I know about skeleton keys. If there's anything I don't cover in the video that you guys know that I don't, drop in the comment section below and share it with the wider DMZ community. So as mentioned in the previous video, the 3 ways to acquire skeleton keys are from 1. Taking them from players you eliminate, 2. They are some mission rewards, and 3. For bartering. Now, for anyone who's new, to unlock the barter you need to eliminate the Velikan boss within inside Building 21. So Velikan doesn't spawn until there's about 5 minutes left in the round. He's normally accompanied with some goons, and he has got his RGL grenade launcher, so he's a very difficult boss. Now when you eliminate him, obviously that first time you are rewarded with the Barter Recipe for the skeleton key. Side note, if you go on to eliminate him a further 9 times, there is a barter unlocked for his RGL. He also drops his RGL on death and a 3-plate stealth vest, so definitely worthwhile. Now that we've taken a look at what the barter unlock is, we'll take a look at the barter recipes around the different maps, starting with Ashika Island. So on Ashika you're going to need 1 video cassette recorder, 1 vintage wine, 1 encrypted hard drive and 2 gold bars. Now as you can see in the background, I've come in with a secure bag and I've brought the stuff with me, made my way straight to the buy station, and for all of this work you get a worn skeleton key with 1 use, so not really worth it in my opinion. So even though that the Ashika barter is a bit of a flop, while we're on Ashika, let's take a look at a couple other things we can do to get skeleton keys on other maps. So if you're using a secure bag, you'll notice that all the barters do need gold bars. If you have the float Sam key, you can make your way to that, and that is a guaranteed spawn for 2 gold bars. Now another thing is if you want to craft on our Masra, you'll need a GPU. Now there is a barter recipe on Ashika Island for GPUs, and this is 2 gold bars and 5 thumb drives. Next up is Building 21. Now the barter recipe on Building 21 is 3 encrypted hard drives and 2 gold bars. And for this barter you get a 2-use used skeleton key. Once again I've bought a secure backpack. Now Building 21 is full of high tier loot, so it's not impossible to find these things, but as you're well aware that the alert level increases as the round goes on, and so does the intensity of the bots. So this means that it gets harder to get to the buy station as the round goes on. So hitting the buy station early in the round is a lot easier. So while we're in Building 21, did you know you can use a skeleton key to access the 3rd floor before the 11-minute mark where the time is unlocked, and you can also access the armory. I'd seen that a while ago in a Fixate video and I always wanted to try it, so full credit to Fix. So next up we'll do a revisit of the original video and head down to the Crochet Complex. Now the barter recipe at the normal buy station is 1 alpha board, 1 silver server tape, 1 lab code book and 2 gold bars. And as said in the original video, with the exception of the 2 gold bars, you can scavenge for everything, but you can also buy it at the secure buy station, so that's why I scavenge around, read the letter at the entrance point and go to the secure buy station. You need about $80,000, so you can either bring that cash with you, do some contracts in Masra before you come down to Kosh, or you can use the shopkeeper liquor bottle glitch. Now all this consists of is having 1 liquor bottle, which you can find down in Kosh or you can bring with you. Put it into the dead drop and he will spit out the shopkeeper's note. You can sell this at the normal buy station and it will give you a decent amount of cash, which should get you those items. And lastly, before we move on from Crochet Complex, if you want to make yourself a secure bag, there is a barter down here with 1 gold bar and 2 beta boards. Next up we'll head on over to Vondel. Now the barter recipe on Vondel is 1 gold bar, 3 3-plate vests and 3 self-revive kits. Now it's a fair few items you need to gather up, so you'll need at least a medium bag. So in the gameplay in the background I didn't find the gold bar till mid-round, and then I proceeded to visit the aquarium and the cruise terminal, and I was lucky enough, even though they'd been looted, to still find what I needed. So I touched on in my Vondel regain video, there is a key loop here with 7 keys that gives you a guaranteed way to get a secure backpack. Now starting with the bridge stash key, this gives you a guaranteed gold skull and it will lead you to the diver crate. The diver crate gives you a guaranteed electric drill and it will lead you to the equipment crate. The equipment crate will give you another electric drill, then you just need to go to one of the gas stations and get a couple of petrol cans and that will give you your secure bag. Now the equipment crate will lead you to the sewers maintenance key. Now the sewers maintenance key does, in my experience, always have a gold bar in it. so this can help you to go on to do your skeleton keys. From there it leads to the townhouse apartment key, then to the restaurant briefcase key, which will lead you to the smuggler's drop, and the smuggler's drop always does give you an encrypted hard drive if you want to collect those and take them to building 21, and then that will lead you back to the bridge stash key. Other keys to look out for are the mayor's briefcase key, which is another guaranteed gold bar, the windmill bag key, which is also a guaranteed gold bar, and the bike park, which is not a guaranteed, but it does quite often have gold bars in it and a whole lot of high tier loot. Definitely a good one to check out if you're regaining. And last up before we leave Vondel is the stage bag key. Two separate locations, just north of the university and just to the north of the fire station. These are guaranteed GPUs if you want to put those in your skewer bag and take them back to Masra to craft skeleton keys. And finally is Masra, where the barter recipe is 2 gold bars and 1 GPU. Now, no guaranteed spawns that I'm aware of in Masra, but some denied areas you can get into or get the key for easily. You can go to the Said Mall, there is the airport terminal. You can use the motorbike glitch to get into the El Bagra underground. The Zaya Ray Dome has been blown open. There's the scientist apartment. You can get the key for the cartel warehouse from one of the sunken boats just to the east of Sawa village. You can get the key for the chemical storage warehouse from the 2nd story Bank of Adal in Sawa village. You could go to the small house just west of the cemetery where there is a crate on one of the roofs. There is the cave complex, and then there's always the strongholds. Now, bar that, there are the 6 banks around the map. There are the 2 in Masra City, one in the east, one in the west, one by the airport, one in Serif Bay, one in Sawa village, and one in Said City. Now, if you're looking for computer components to take to other maps, there are the 3 police stations, one in Said City, one in Masra, and one out in the unnamed location out east. You can try the game studio, which is in the western part of Masra City. You can try the office buildings inside the high-rise, and then there's also the Channel 7 offices. Bar that, hit up the supply drops. A few things that I missed that I picked up on while I was editing was on Ashika, the GPUs and the weapons lockers. For computer components, you can go to the police academy out there in the east on Masra, and then also the sniper team nest in Akhtar village, which is the only location that you do need a skeleton key for, but it does contain comms and a stealth vest guaranteed. So just to unpack all that and summarise, I believe that Building 21 and Ashika with the extra PvP risk and you only get a used and a worn are not worth your effort. Koshé Complex is still, in my opinion, the safest way to do skeleton keys. Vondel is your best bet if you don't have anything like a secure backpack or any of the keys. You can just do some HVTs, or if you find a gold bar, you can hit up the aquarium in the cruise terminal. And if you do have a secure bag, I would suggest getting your gold bars and your GPU on Vondel and heading back to Masra for the quickest barter. So there you have it. Like I said in the intro, if there's anything I haven't covered that you guys know about skeleton keys, share it with the community and drop it in the comments section. Hopefully you guys have all found this one helpful. And as always guys, until the next time, I'll catch you all out there in the DMZ.